We want you to professionalize and standardize everything you do, fueled by what is called the rule of three. Anything you do 3 or more times that has 3 or more steps has to be documented. It can't reside in someone's head. Hey, this is Duncan MacPherson with Pareto Systems. If you're currently a client of ours working through our one-to-one coaching process with an accountability partner, or through our self-guided approach, thank you very much for empowering us to help you achieve your goals personally and professionally. If you're part of our community, consuming our information on LinkedIn or through our email stream or on our app called Always On, thank you for investing your time. And if you're currently kicking our tires to see if our approach, our philosophy, and our process is aligned with how you see the world and what you're trying to accomplish, it'd be an honor to discuss this further, for you to go through our FIT process. Either way, I'd like to share with you just a really interesting insight that stemmed from a recent consultation with one of our clients. Very enlightened lady said to me, "I've got a book, not a business. That's why I'm working so hard with you." Because she wants to build something. She wants to get out of this transactional world. She's completely fee-for-service now. But she's focusing more on enterprise value. You know the old saying, right? Every business is built to be sold. And the value is not just based on what you do and your AUM. It's the way you do it that's proprietary, and the way you do it that is different from everyone else that will add value. We often start with intellectual property, translating your expertise into proprietary best practices. We want to make you franchise ready, so you can shift from just organic growth to scalable growth. That adds immense value to your business. So we've got a checklist for you. I'd like to just walk you through very, very briefly that'll help depersonalize. I mean, with my company, I don't want it to be the Duncan show. I want it to be a business that's meaningful and that somebody else on the outside could look at and say, "Hey, I want that." So, one of the first things we do, and in the case with this client, is we talk about branding the process. Okay, so again, we want your clients to not just appreciate the people on your team and their technical ability, we want them to appreciate the practice and the client experience it creates and the process that puts all the pieces of the puzzle together. So, ultimately, sometimes that requires branding. Okay, so you've currently got branding for your practice, right? A name identity. Let's create a brand within the brand, a process. It's like the Intel Inside sticker on a computer. That is branding value. Okay, now you might want to just refer to what you do as being process driven. That's fine. But if you gave it a name and an identity, now it's an actual thing. It's like a handle to grab onto. That is a very, very powerful approach. We want you to professionalize and standardize everything you do, fueled by what is called the rule of three. Anything you do 3 or more times that has 3 or more steps has to be documented. It can't reside in someone's head. Okay, you can't be at the mercy of maverick talent. This is your intellectual property. Let's get that documented so that if there's a departure on your team, somebody else can come in, and you're not hiring just to talent. You're hiring to the ability to adopt and execute a process. A great starting point for that, by the way, is our always on 4-quadrant approach. Your on-side, on-board, ongoing, and onwards process is completely laid out in the schematic that we have. Okay. Beyond that, there's your org chart, defining roles and responsibilities. Okay, and again, the faces might change, but the roles and responsibilities don't, and that can be scaled. And of course, everything gets captured in a procedures manual. Your playbook. This is our way. Okay? So, last piece of the checklist would be scheduled meetings. Do you have scheduled daily huddles? They could be 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, but they're very, very important. They're as important as any client meeting you have. Do you have weekly assessment meetings for half an hour? Do you have monthly deep dives for 90 minutes? Do you have quarterly detachment meetings where you're off-site and you're investing the past into the future? And then do you have annual strategic planning sessions that are, again, scheduled, where you evaluate and assess KPIs that are both qualitative and quantitative? And ultimately, this becomes this cascading, incremental, sequential approach to holding everybody accountable, to making sure that there's this culture of Kaizen, right? Kai is change, Zen is good, change is good, okay? The clay is soft, and again, your business is going somewhere towards scalable growth and enterprise value. If you'd like to know more, give us a call, check in with us. If nothing else, I hope to see you on LinkedIn. And thanks for watching. This is Duncan MacPherson with Pareto Systems. Bye for now.